Yeah, I'm gonna clean my van out here. I just got a bunch of wire and crap I found in the last 4 or 5 jobs. Just junk kicking around. More breakers here. Sometimes I get lucky with the breakers there, especially if the house is ready to be torn down and the power's cut and everything and it's all torn apart, the drywall's gone. I'll pop some breakers off if I have time. But yeah, like here's a feed horn, like I was saying. That's got a really nice gold-plated board in there, lots of gold plating in there, and it's also got a cast aluminum outside shell. That's good. Even these things here, this one's painted over a little bit, but this one's still working here. But some of these got a lot of electronics in there. I don't know if there's anything good in there, but we'll have to see eventually. Like wires like this, you know, you find them all over the place. They just, half of them are cut. You know, the cords are cut and stuff. So these ones, like I say, it's not the best wire inside there, but you know, my wire stripping machine coming, I can just strip all that myself. Same with this stuff, throw in the machine and strip it all. You just don't pay very much. You're paying like maybe 35 cents a pound for this stuff. So there's no point selling it for 35 cents a pound. I might as well just strip it myself. That's why I'm buying this wire stripper. For it goes down to 18 gauge, so it should be really good. Well, 1 millimeter to like 40 millimeters, so it should be really good. And even this, like this old cable here, like I say, I mean, it might be good, this one still, but it's just like old school stuff, half broken. And even especially this stuff here. It's got thick copper inside it. I just cut the end here, put it through the machine once, boom boom, a couple more times, and it's all stripped and clean. It's about $1, 1 pound, they say, 1 pound on some of these. This one's might be a little short. Especially old, like I get some brass taps there and stuff, I'm going to strip those out. If I sell that the way it is, they're going to pay me like 60 cents, if that. If I clean it all up, separate the brass, even if I didn't separate it that great, I still get 80-90 cents a pound. Or if it's really clean brass, it's $2.25. That was a week ago price. Let me just go around here. Got a couple paintings here, or prints, or look like prints or something. They're somewhat signed, but it's just a print. But worst case scenario, if I can't sell them, I'll scrap the aluminum. Sometimes I'll find paint. If the cans are full and it's a good color, like a white or something, I'll take it. People are always looking for paint. And speaker cable here, I can strip that. We found an old telephone. I'll take it apart, take the board out of it, and like the wire like this, put it through my stripper machine. I can strip that in seconds there, basically. 100 feet per minute, so pretty quick. So anyways, there's a few things I want to show you. I'm going to clean my van out. This is starting to pile up here and this is too much junk. Looks bad, so. Okay, let's see how the adventure goes. Good morning, everybody. Canadian Treasure Hunter here. It's Thursday morning. As you can see, the van is clean. I showed you what was in there. It's clean. I'm talking about copper wire. I took the wire, put it in a pail, and it took me basically 2 hands to carry it. It was that heavy. So we're talking about copper wire. Well, copper wire, if I take that wire and I showed you earlier, they're only going to give me 35 to 38 cents a pound. It used to be like 70, 80, 90 cents a pound. So that means they're only giving me 30% of the copper in the value-wise. So if I have 10 pounds of copper and they're giving me, say, 350 for those 10 pounds. Well, if it's 30% wire, percentage is only 30% copper, 10 pounds of wire will give me 3 pounds. So 3 pounds times about 325, 340, you're looking at over $10. So if you don't clean your wire, you're losing 2/3 of the value. 2/3. 10 pounds doesn't seem like very much, but you could have 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds, whatever you have, you're losing big time. You're giving your full amount to the 1/3 of that pie there. That's all you're getting is 1/3 of what it's worth. That's why what's happening is everything we send to China or outside of North America, basically, we're losing 2/3 of our wealth is gone. 2/3. Remember that. 2/3 of your wealth is gone. So why would you want to do that? Okay, we have technology here. We have wire strippers. We have everything possible. There's shredding machines that separate everything. So what's the big deal? Why are we sending everything out of the country? Okay, we're not melting the plastic, so what? It's going to get buried in landfill anyways. What do you do with plastics? A lot of that plastics, a certain type of rubbers, plastics, you cannot recycle. Like the PCB type, you know, the plastic piping from like new construction plumbing pipes, those black pipes. You can't recycle them there. It's just garbage. There is probably a plant that recycles them, not in that we know about. Or you have to have containers and containers full of stuff. So why are we throwing, you know, sending our wealth away, right? Why don't we do everything at home? You know, it's not about labor. It's all about shredding machines. They do all the work. All you do is press buttons. You get a couple guys feeding the stuff. It's making, you know, keep the wealth in the country. Why are we sending it to another country and buying back at the top dollar? Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, okay, so what? Okay, you're shipping good quality metals to a country, you get top dollar for it. Okay, they're sending back the product. That's okay too, but at least you're getting top dollar for the metal. You're not, you know, giving it. Same with like mortars, right? A lot of the mortars are paying really nothing. I used to get 25-30 cents a pound for mortars. You know, at one point they're saying throw into the shred pile for 8 cents a pound. It wasn't even 8 cents. It was like that time, maybe like 6 cents or 7 cents a pound. Now they're saying around 15 cents a pound for mortars. But most of the mortars, if you look at them, all the newer mortars, they're aluminum. They're copper plate aluminum, so they're really worthless. Some of the mortars come with aluminum housing or cast aluminum, which there's a little more value there. But just telling you, don't, you know, start cleaning your own materials. Sell it as good quality metals. Don't sell it dirty. You know, point giving money away, right? So it takes a little time. You know, you spend a little time yourself, that's okay, right? Or buy proper machines. You know, like I'm buying a wire stripper. It's cost me over $1,400, but you know what? That'll pay for itself in the long run. You know, the amount of wire I find, and you know, I'll talk to my friends and different contractors, tell them I'm buying a wire. I'll pay the scrap prices for the wire, and I'll just process it myself and make 2/3, or maybe not exactly 2/3, but I'll make, you know, a good percentage, maybe like 30% return, 40% maybe return, right? Because I'll probably pay a little bit higher than the local scrapyard, so they'd say the wire, just so that I could buy off them directly. Go there, pick it up, buy it off them, process it myself. You know, because there's so much things we're wasting here, and you know, like I say, you know, keep everything in home. Buy in-home products. Buy Canadian-made, American-made, or even buy European-made. There's some really good European stuff out there, but stay away from the knockoff garbage that they're producing. Contaminated, toxic metals. I know. I was watching a YouTube video about drywall from China that had high sulfur content in there, so it was corroding everything. All the wirings, all the air conditioning units are getting corroded. Well, people are getting sick, but there's no way proving what the effects are. People were getting nosebleeds, children were getting sick, and it was just a pure sulfur smell. And they had 9 million tons or some crazy amount of drywall, mostly eastern provinces, New Orleans area, Louisiana, and all that kind of stuff. But you know, and I also heard WorkSafe was telling us China brought in asbestos drywall in the board, not on the joints like you see normally here. It was right in the board. It was the high percentages, and they tracked the board down. It went to United States mostly, never hit Canada. Maybe back east a little bit, but not in the west coast here. So what the hell is this? Why are we getting contaminated products? You know, make sure you pay a little more. You know, if you pay a little more, you get better quality. You know, you're supporting the local business, the local trades, local people. You buy out garbage all the time, like these microwaves. To break down after about a year, it's like I got a timer in there. It seems to break down. Why does it break down after a year? Well, the product's so cheap, just maybe the materials break down in a year. Who knows what the hell's going on with these things? I've seen microwaves, old school stuff, made locally, like GE and, you know, when they were, you know, good companies that were in America at the time. 25-year-old microwave still working today. So why do you have a microwave that's 1 or 2 years old? It starts to spark and that's it, it's gone. It's just cheap shit. So buy better products. Make sure you recycle in home. You know, if you're gonna sell scrap metal, you like copper, clean it yourself, clean your brass, get your top dollar for it. At least you got something good, the good value in your pocket. Don't sell dirty, because whoever it goes, they're gonna be sitting on it and profiting big time on that, and then selling double back to us. Okay, let's move to I got a job which started yesterday. It was an inspection. It was dark. I couldn't finish. It was a little bit dark. Couldn't film anything. I was just too busy. So I'm going back. I'm gonna check some floors out and a few things. Complete the inspection. I'll do a walkthrough, show you a few things, give you suggestions, figure what I think is gonna be asbestos, just to educate you guys, so all my viewers. Okay. Stand by. I just got diverted in traffic here. It's an accident here. The guy landed right on top of this thing here. Unbelievable. I'll show you some better video there. Landed right on top of that thing there. How the hell people do kind of stuff like that? Wow. Pretty bad accident. See my mirror there. That car is totaled. Hit the pole, I guess, by itself. Okay, here's the house I'm testing. I already did lots yesterday. All I have to do is check the floors and take some stucco samples under the siding. I'll show you over here. This is the entranceway. You gotta look under the ceramic tile here, make sure there's no vinyls or floor tiles. All this hardwood floor has been added. It's not original. I gotta look under it. But I gotta make small holes because he might rent it out, he said. So I just gotta be very careful. I gotta look under the ceramic here, probably for old vinyl floors. I'll probably pull the stove out, check it that way. Hallway, I look under the carpets here. Look under those carpets. Gotta make some holes to the exterior wall to make sure, check the insulation. The attic is fine, it's fiberglass and cellulose, which is good, okay. I'll take the vent cover off, check the vinyl for there, see what kind of floors under here. Same with looking on the carpets. So this is basically 2-bedroom. It's got kind of a real nice deck here, which is kind of nice. I'll show you the deck. Yeah, not bad if you were sitting here having a, you know, a big picnic with your family. That's probably an expensive deck. I bet you that deck is probably about 10 grand, I would think, that deck with the rails. This guy's landfilling his backyard. Landfill in the yard there. They were using the bobcat through here. I took a sample off the garage. You could check under this vinyl siding. Most likely it's going to be wood, but double check it. Okay, let's go downstairs. There's really nothing in here. It's pretty cleaned out. There was some junk under the stairs. I had to move shit around just to get into a sample of a floor that was under the staircase. There's the furnace here. There is asbestos duct tape there. So it's just a basic house. See, we took a sample here. Took a little sample of drywall and then we tape it over. That's what the regulation states. You gotta cover all your holes, seal them with something. So look under that carpet. We'll look under ceramic here in an area where it's not gonna cause too much. Look, I got a chisel that I could chisel even ceramic tiles. Here's a little bit of junk under here. Nothing to write home about. Same with here. I'm gonna have to make a hole somewhere there and a hole somewhere here. Sometimes there's floor here and not here, or vice versa. The old fireplace. We took a bunch of texture samples, or we took 5 textures downstairs. They all look pretty, a little newer looking. I wouldn't say 100% new, but a little bit newer. Kitchen looks old. To be honest, it looks like a 70s kitchen. Well, the house is upstairs. It's a 60s home. It's a drywall plaster down here is drywall, so it's possible the drywall could be a problem down here. Very possible, just judging by the kitchen style. But someone could have put this in from another house. No one knows what people have done. That's why you have taken a lot of samples of different materials. A lot of times the landing will have some floor tiles. It could also be something here. I don't see nothing here. Well, actually, I do see a little bit of paper. See that? It's a tip-off right there. So there's a floor under here. That's vinyl backing right there. So that could be a problem. This house has got an AC unit built in, which is kind of neat. Wish I had a demo here because we'd have a really big AC unit and it would have the compressor in the back. Okay, I'm going to continue my job. Let me just take a picture of the back here. So I'll show you the underneath part. You see, guy drove here, the Bobcat made a big mess here. This deck is actually fairly new. It's got some treated lumber on the side. It's actually all treated. 2x10s, I would think. Okay, this backyard. We'll take a look at the garage. There's a bunch of junk in there, but he said I could have this one of these units here. I'm not sure what it is. It says a condensate evaporator or something. It's got a little, some sort of a unit there. It must be a, I don't know if it's a repair tool or something, or is it something I use? I don't know. But there's a bunch of knickknacks here. It's actually some records. These records? Yeah, there's records. Let's see what kind of records they are. Karaoke records. It's a laser disc, I see. Some people collect those because it's a little harder to find. This compressor here, so he said he's taking a bunch of stuff here, so I don't know exactly what he's taking. I tried to pry it out of the guy, but he wouldn't give me straight answers. But he said I could have one of those. I could take one, he said. But there's another one here and another thing. Another cooling type system there. So I'm not really sure. It's got a lock and key on it. It's almost like a fridge. Might even be a little fridge. Yeah, I think that's a fridge. But you just never know what you find. There's a little fan on the wall there. Bunch of boxes, but he said he's taking stuff here, so I can't really rummage too much here. I don't know why this is like a... Holy shit, I've never seen this. Oh, lucky I didn't fall through the floor here. Wow, who would expect this to be here? A hidden room. I would have never knew that was here. I almost fell through. There's my footprint right there. I almost fell through this floor. What the hell's down here? Wow, freaky. Wow, I would have never knew this was here. Well, that's unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to take my light out and take a better look here. So stand by for a second. Down here, see my foot fell through there. Actually, joists are just hanging. That whole floor is just hanging there. Yeah, I know it stinks down here, so I'm not going to have to go too much down there. I have to put a mask on or something. Yeah, so I almost fell through to the basement. See, I knew it was raised. I thought it was just a bit of a crawl space, like just maybe a foot or so. Never thought there'd be a whole subfloor, like almost like a bomb shelter. Very interesting. You never know what you'll find in these old buildings, huh? Guy could have had a major grow up down there. Could have had a survival area to survive down there. That'd be ideal. Just straight rip it all apart, redo it all. Have like a little nuclear bombshell nuclear bomb site there, so you got protection, shelter. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Before I fall through the stupid floor here. Looks like he beefed this half of the floor up, but that half is original. Well, I'm lucky I didn't fall through. Well, I wouldn't have gone through completely. I would have probably hurt my, you know what? There's a bunch of cups here. Fishing scene. It says $11.95 Japan. There's a bunch of cups here with balloons on there. Pretty interesting there. You got a bee there. It might even be a. It's a wasp, but it could be a queen because another one's following it. It's probably the queen. It's pretty big. Looking for a place to nest. I don't know if you can see that or not, but he's huge. Yeah, I bet he's gonna come. He's a wasp, but he's gonna nest. He's the queen because another one followed him. I just want to show you that's Burnaby Mall here. Those are gonna be 70-story high rises. There'll be 2 there, and plus about 4 or 5 other small ones. Very big project there. The one across the street's got to be at least 50 stories or more. So this is a SkyTrain Station here. A whole new city, Burnaby. Brentwood Mall. Looking at a commercial job now. I'm going to give an estimate of basically what their budget is. So I'm going to look at it. I'll do some video. I'll walk around. It's basically it's like a bunch of rooms, I guess, offices, and it's a big area in the center that's open. That's what they tell me. So I'll videotape in there. I'm not sure if I'll talk very much, but I'll show you what has to be taken out. Okay, thanks. Okay, we're going to be taking that wall out, all the glass right across, the door frame, the door right to the edge, all the carpets coming out. This floor comes out, all the baseboard off. This wall?
Yep.
This wall comes out both sides.
And the column looks like it's going to have to stay, but I don't
Yeah,
think
we'll work around the column. All the flooring here. This door itself has to come out. The frame has to come out. This door here comes out. All the flooring in here.
The wall and the doors over there, the double doors in there.
Yeah, and the partition wall between there with the door and door frame. So everything, all this carpet, everything you see, the carpet here, all this room's carpets. This room stays, but everything beyond that room, all the drywall, all the cubicles get taken out.
That's partitions?
Yeah. All the framing comes out also. All these baseboards, all the carpets come out. These rooms stay here, but all those rooms come out. 1, 2, 4 rooms probably. So it's a fair amount of work here. And on this side here, these units, just the glass comes out and the wall gets cut straight down. Cut it straight down, add new glass in there. Doors may come out possibly down the road, we don't know yet. Six windows have got to be cut down. The drywall taken up from both sides, windows removed.
Doors are a question mark?
Doors are a question mark right now. The furniture stays, so you can just shuffle around.
Did you get this? You did this, right?
Yeah, and this is the other side of that wall where the glass comes out too.
In here. So this hallway floor comes out.
The flooring comes out, yeah.
I guess we can leave this now because they won't be able to change these washrooms. These washrooms are going to be everything in this washroom right down to the studs comes out.
So we got to chip the floor too, probably, right?
Floors,
chip the floor, take out all this,
walls, ceilings,
all the sinks, mirrors, all that. Toilets come out. Yeah, straightforward toilets, easy. Yeah, okay.
Ceiling.
Ceiling comes out.
Because he's going to change the lighting and everything.
Okay, ceiling comes out there. Is this the one or is it another washroom?
There's another one identical to it.
Okay, so it's 2 identical to that way. So tiles come out, washroom.
Not exactly similar, but similar.
Okay. This one, we don't have a shut off for this one here, huh?
The plumber will come and decommission. I'm thinking that
Okay, that's the one that's important. That one probably shuts off. Toilet's easy. Yeah, that one's a little tougher.
Okay, Scott can probably do that, or we'll make sure it happens.
Okay.